Hey, welcome back to Brooksy's Car Restorations. I'm Brooksy, and yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Now I know the Mazda Premacy hasn't been all that popular, and to be honest, most of my videos probably aren't that popular. But anyways, I'm not gonna bang on about it for many videos. I'm just gonna give it a freshen up today, and that's gonna be the end of it. Won't see it again, basically. Anyways, we'll go on the before and after, what we're going to get onto, do and get onto it. So, long story short, I'm going to remove these plastic covers. The bumper seems to be held on in several places by sticky tape, so we'll address that, reattach it somehow. Give the whole outside of the car a good clean. Not going to bother polishing it too much. The paint's not that bad, it's just dirty. Clean up that part of the car. The wipers probably need doing, so I may get me some new wipers for it. We'll see what they do for Regis, if they knock it or not. Pull the trim, clean up the sticky tape that was on this window. I'll clean up the back sticker. Probably get a rear wiper. Again with the trim. So onto the interior. We've got messes. It's not that bad, but you can't really see either. It stinks, absolutely stinks in here. All the door jams, bin ants living in there. We already addressed the steering wheel. We got rid of all the old disgusting seat covers. The seats actually underneath look pretty nice, but we'll give them a freshen up with some shampoo. My wife working over there, cleaning out her little beast. Oh yeah, tidy up that wiring. The door card back on, which I hadn't gotten around to doing yet. Door jams on this side aren't too bad. Give this a bit of a clean out. What's under here? And maybe get rid of this cover, whatever it is. A spare wheel's not going to pass, that's for sure. It's probably need a new tyre. And then yeah, the door jams, all disgusting. Let's give it a freshen up. Don't know if I'm going to go nuts. I need to get some fuel in it. It's very low on fuel. Again with the door jams, they're not terrible. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's get into it. Hey guys, today on Brooksy's Car Restoration we're gonna do a few little jobs in the butt and hopefully get this the Alto registered. The first thing on the list of things to do are the gas struts in the back door of the car. So we'll get to it. The old struts are no longer holding the back of it open. So we got one there, and with the power of YouTube, they'll be fixed. Boom, and we're back. Got that side in. And now the boot's holding itself open, which is good enough, but this little monkey snapped itself off. So I'm gonna buy another bracket, maybe. eventually. I'll weld it back on, haven't decided yet. But for now, one shot's working, good enough for me. Alright. You know what's onto the next little thing on our list? Well, this is fun. I went to close the boot and the other one snapped off too. So probably up for 2 new brackets. Or we'll pull them off the car and weld them up. Either way. I think I just might pull them off and weld them up, clean them up, weld them up. Fun. Anyways. So that's where we're at with that. Alright. So unfortunately it's come to this. These brackets that hold the back thing on, very, very corroded, and with any pressure these things are just popping straight out of the this one's not as bad. The one on the other side was worse. This is the top joint that goes on the car. This was the bottom one. Both the bottom ones snapped completely off. You can see how rusty they are. So a little ball sits in there. Oops. As you can tell, I'm still not the best bloody photographer. Anyways, the ball sits in there somehow. I'm going to grind it back and try and weld it in, because I couldn't be bothered trying to get new ones of these. Maybe that's the wrong ball for that one. I'll just have a look what this one looks like. There, this one completely rotted out. I guess the balls are wrong. So this one should go in here, because it's slightly snapped off the other ones fully. Where did it go? Anywho, we'll clean these up with the grinder and then give them a bit of a weld and see if we can't fix them up. I'm going to give these ones a weld too, just on the back, just in case they're thinking that they want to give them a bit more what do you call it, support, whatever, strengthen them a bit more, just in case they decide they want to snap too, because the new shocks or whatever are fairly strong. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute once I set all the stuff up. Right, a bracket set up here, some vice grips. Give it a quick clean up with the grinder. Let me just stick something in front of my workbench, doesn't roll around. Anyways, back in a second when we set the welder up, and we'll sit and hopefully get that bit welded back on. Alright, now the fun part. Anyways, you get the point. I'll get that welded on a bit better, and then I'll doesn't seem to be wanting to. I need to get a better earth on it or something maybe. But anyways, I'll weld that up and clean it up and get it back in the car. I'll pre-repaint them as well. So the next thing you'll see is probably us putting them back in the car. Hopefully the new welds doing the job, etc, etc. Done the first coat of primer. Welds aren't spectacular, but they'll do the job. That one melted through. It was so rusty. So I had to basically weld up the holes as well. So busted big holes through the metal. That one's not too bad. Anyways, they're not going to bust off again, hopefully. Going to start the beetle for its weekly. It's almost been 3 weeks though now. See if she'll kick over first go. Battery might well be for that. Needs a jumper pack. Try again with the jumper pack. There we go, straight. Hey guys, so yesterday I was getting whooped. The brackets, which I've welded back on, welded up, got one of the new struts in. So we'll see if we've actually beaten this side or not. Oh, look at that, it closes. Beautiful. Anyways, that's all in for now. One strut's not going to hold this up properly, obviously. I'm going to have to throw my stick in there. Anyways, long story short, silly me, welded the ball on the other bracket incorrectly. It needs to be on this side where the L is. Not on that side. So later on I'll grind that back and go again. I'm not going to worry about it for now. They've got more important things to do. I want to finish doing this, the spark plugs and oil change, and just give it a quick tidy up before we hopefully get it registered. I don't know if I'm going to get it in today or not. But if we're lucky, my mate's feeling generous, he might nick it in for me this afternoon. Otherwise, maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. So I've got the weekend to play with it and potentially get that bracket fixed. But if not, I just want to get this car running a bit better, pump some tyres up. Anywho. Right, so now we're going to drop the oil and do the oil filter. Hopefully we've got the right parts. I'm guessing about a 14 mil. Where are we? Oh, spot on. Be back. Alright, let's go round two. Oh, freak. Oh my gosh. No one needs to tighten up a sump plug that tight. Well, I'll go for round three. Well, this car is seriously whooping me just about every single turn. Back thingies didn't want to work. I can't get the oil filter off. I can't get the sump plug off. I've almost completely rounded the nut off. So I have to weld something on there, or Dad'll be back soon. I'll get Dad to give me a hand with it. I'm just going to top up the oil for now and just change the plugs. Hopefully the plugs don't whoop my bum. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do with this car. Anyways, let's see what do we get to next. Alright, let's try the plugs in, shall we? I've got the feeling this car hasn't received a lot of maintenance in its life. But considering it's still reasonably good. Alright, let's look at the first one. I don't know if this is the first cylinder, but okay. Doesn't want to come out until I pull the other ones out, apparently. We'll go for the other one then. Maybe we just take these connectors off. I'll be back soon. Alright, we've got all the plugs out. Got the right socket size. So very tiny little spark plugs. Just going to give everything a bit of a contact clean. Just to help with anything that might be causing issues. Now these are supposed to be gapped at 1 mil, which reminds me I need to go check that. But these don't look too bad really. The tops didn't look bad. The bottoms are fairly damn carbonated. The gap's definitely more than 1 mil too. Anyways, All perfectly gapped at 1 mil. Now we'll drop these in, see if the car runs a bit better. What have I done? Now, you don't need them super tight, but I'm an idiot. I'm undoing the bastard instead of doing that. Thought that didn't feel right. Alright, let's try again, shall we? Beautiful. Yeah. Let's see if we get these bastards back in. This one's tight. The spark plugs may not do all that much. May need new coils too, we don't know, but I've given them a clean up. Everything's running, it's just occasionally it runs a bit off. Fresh oil wouldn't hurt either, if I can get the damn oil kicked thing off. Anyways, we'll give this a crank over and see how it looks. Alright, now before it was having issues starting up, the air filter is not spectacular either, honestly. I don't feel like it was an air issue though. And I guess we'll find out if I turn it over and she runs great and we put the air filter back on and it's being questionable. We'll find out, I guess, and then anyways we'll see if there's any more problems. The cold startup's still having an issue, so the spark plugs didn't seem to help. feel as though it may help a little though. We'll put this engine back together and we'll call it a day on the Suzuki. Let's give it a bit of a freshen up and see if we can get it registered. For now, I think all I'm going to need is maybe some wipers and some tyres. Oh, and the horn doesn't work, so we'll have to jump in and see if that might be a fuse or whatever. So in closing on this week's video, no luck with the Alto. I'm probably going to spend the rest of the afternoon working on BD. There's a few things I need to do on the Alto I'm just not too sure about. So I'm going to do a bit more research, maybe jump on and watch some YouTube. Yeah, and then I've got to do a few things with the Landy later, and then spend the afternoon working on BD. Probably the weekend as well, potentially. And then until Dad gets back, probably just going to work on BD. Maybe on the Mazda as well, a little bit. So yeah, I was really hoping that would sort my issues. It's starting a little bit better, but it's still running a little bit rough. Maybe I need to adjust the idle. But yeah, there should be a fuse for the horn, and I can't find it anywhere, or even some sort of a relay. There's nothing, and I need to work that out. I don't know why a horn is a safety device, but apparently you need it for registration. We never use it in Australia, but whatever. Anyways, stay tuned, to be continued.